Okay, hello everyone. So let's see what we have today. We have again a wide initial balance range like 45 points before the cash open. What we need to see now is we have almost inside day yesterday and we have double inside day basically. So we need to see if price can break above 650s and hold above for a move higher towards this previous week's high close to 700s and see if price can go up here and what it does. If it goes there and finds momentum, perhaps we should target 800s eventually. Of course, this might take some time, or this can go like straight up. We need to see if it holds generally above these previous week's highs, and initially of this Tuesday's high right here, the weekly high for this week. So need to buy for a breakout when cash opens. Need to see how price will behave and if it goes straight up and holds above for a continuation higher. So price held resistance at the moment here. We need to be patient and wait and see if this goes above and trades then for the breakout. Of course, this is all hypothetical. Again, great long will be down here at 600 area. It's held resistance here on volume weighted average price. Now we need to see if it holds support here and then bounce back up. The level of interest here, initial balance low, and this point of control of yesterday, this could be a great long opportunity considering the size of the first 30-minute candle here. Next 30-minute candle can open and drive and reverse this position. Of course, this is a good trade location to initiate a long position against this point of control of yesterday's session, perhaps for a potential breakout later in the day. Of course, the more price remains below, the more bearish it remains, but we need to see how price will develop now. Okay, next 30-minute candle open here. We need to see if it either retest here and hold support and then give some momentum to the upside. On the bearish scenario, if this opens here and then sells further down, we should look for 560s at least. Okay, so if you got this long down here, perfect time of the trade and level of the trade here, perfect trade location, perhaps can scale out here, then leave the rest to see how it develops. Have to cover and then we see a breakout and hold a breakout of the inside day as discussed earlier this morning. If this happens, then we'll look for a move towards 700s. Here we are after the first hour of cash trading, price down to the lows of the day again. Here failed, absorbed it seems, and then failed. We need to see now if this will hold one more time and go higher and higher, or if this will fail and see price going towards this previous week close like 530s area. Okay, hello everyone. So what we've seen so far is price sold off below the first hour of cash trading low after the first hour of trading here, then chopped above below the low, held although perfect resistance with multiple fake outs here on the initial balance low, then sold off. Then we had some kind of absorption down here, and if we combine this with a 30-minute chart right here, you can see price just too much outside of Bollinger Band. Then of course it took like a few hours to give a range of like 40-50 points, but then never went below this, and now still holding. What we need to see now is if price can go again at the low of the first hour of cash trading rates or initial balance low, hold resistance and then initiate a short position for a continuation perhaps at today's low initially. Also tracking SPY as well at initial balance low of the day. If you located this trade here, perhaps could have scaled out here. It's mostly a scalping environment due to tomorrow non-farm payrolls market. So we have a euro dollar below 112, SPY held support at 215 level, DAX holding resistance here as it did all day. We need to see if we have any kind of squeeze towards the upside, or if this will gradually go below VWAP and then sell lower towards the low of the day perhaps. We need to see if any momentum during the as we're getting closer towards the European cash trading close. So if you locate the short trade up here, perhaps could give good scale out opportunities the lower it goes. Bollinger Bands here, which of course this is not the greatest, like a straight up and close upside then perhaps reverse. This is a low volume grind higher with absorption down here, then squeezing higher and higher. Previous candles never took and closed below the previous candle's low. You can see here even this one closed at the high, so perhaps we could see some type of pullback here maybe. See, basically we're within like a 15 points range for the last couple of hours. We need to see if this resistance here will give a trade down towards the US cash opening price down to 75s, and generally closer to the European cash close here if we see any kind of momentum towards the downside maybe. Okay, so let's do a summary here of what happened today. So we held support here at this, initially we held resistance here at the open of this wide range initial balance, then sold off down towards the initial balance low 600s. Great long opportunity down here for a potential. Basically I was thinking that if price goes here and holds, then we could go further upside, although price, what happened is consolidated above VWAP and midpoint of initial balance area, then sold off to new lows for the day here, and then held perfectly resistance here all day, like a wall here which couldn't break at all, then liquidated further downside. Now we had the kind of absorption down here at every pullback here. This is passive buying here, so the price is being dragged lower, then you sell for the potential breakout and then it's absorbed, so all the selling here. Then of course shorts have to cover and you see this kind of exaggerated moves, although mostly sideways day, but nice opportunities. Again here resistance, and if you short it here then you can capture like initially a few points for a potential scenario of more downside, which of course hasn't happened yet. This requires a bit of skill. When you see this kind of last minute flash up moves, then cash closes and then we have almost complete reversal. Sometimes it's very nice. So if you, this is kind of a time trade. If you locate the short, if you see an upside first and then locate the short just a few seconds or even later, a few seconds after the cash closes and drags higher, and you see this hesitating, then going short, then this is for a quick scalping reversal.